Hello and welcome to a live channel update. My name is Commissar Hecht, and sorry I haven't done this one in a while. And normally I do them on Mondays, but unfortunately, I'm not able to do these on Mondays as frequently anymore. So, if you guys want to join me, or for those of you, I'm just linking everything into the Discord and whatnot. I would be most appreciative if folks wanted to join me for the live channel update. So, what do we got? Well, we have a few things. We have reading the comments. We have 2 Warhammer 40k videos, battle reports that we have to announce the winners for. So that was the, I want to say that was the Tyranids and versus the Imperial Guard, and then the Imperial Guard versus Chaos, I want to say. So, Warhammer morning, Altazi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I didn't do. By the way, I didn't do the Star Wars stream last night. I was too tired. So there's that. But let's see. Let's see what's going on in my life. I'm back off of leave, so I'm now working. So been back off of leave for now almost a week. Almost a week. Sunday will be a full week. So there's that. Good morning, Aquarius. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. So there's that. I hope everyone's been having a good day. Victory is the only result. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Yes, victory is the only result. That is a wonderful catchism. So let's see what's going on. Well, we have let's see so I've been on leave, and as soon as I got back to work, my first day of work, all hell broke loose, as always. Well, no, the first day I got back to work, all hell broke loose over the weekend that I wasn't working. So there's that. I can't really go into it, but it was a lot of crazy shit happened. So there's that. So it was kind of a welcome back to work, and here, have a crisis. So don't you love that? You know, you're just like, I'm so ready to get back to work. You know, I've had a nice day. First day of the rake. Yeah, first day of the rack is yeah. I'm assuming that's what you meant to say. First day of the rack. So you know, I'm sitting, relaxing. It's the day of a rake. It's the day of the rake. Oh, I actually do not know that term. I do not know that term. But I'm assuming it means bad omens. So yes, I agree, Mr. Smith. Or Mr. Jones, I should say. Smith Jones. Hey, and by the way, if you guys want to join on the live chat Discord, and then on the live chat, just hop on in. Link in the description for the for my Discord channel, and then also we'll talk online and whatnot. So first day was kind of crazy with stuff that happened over the weekend. Second day was pretty banal, and now I'm just going. I have a meeting today at 3 o'clock, and you know, so I got to do that. But I also got to do my honey-do list for the wife, and then that's it. So Battle reports. Battle reports. There is a battle report going to come out today or tomorrow. Not going to tell you what it is. I want you guys to guess it. Or I want you guys to like be held up in breath. I'm doing a battle report tomorrow, filming that tomorrow. So one battle report will be done, another battle report will be filmed, and then next week that one will be put up. And then let's see, what else? What else? So winners. So for the Tyranid, I want to say for the Tyranid VIG. Yeah, Tyranid versus IG. And then I think it was the Tyranid versus Chaos. I want to say it was Tyranid versus Chaos. Hold on. Let me look. I gotta be sure, folks. Have to be sure. Can't, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, yeah. So the two battle reports that I'm going to announce the winners is the Warhammer 40k Chaos versus Tyranids. That was the grudge match rematch. And then the Tyranids versus the Imperial Guard. Those are the two battle reports I'm going to talk about. So let us see. So we have a few. We had a lot of entries during those 2 days, and then the Eldar versus Chaos. I think Eldar versus Death Guard is still up and going. So get your time in while you can. All right. So let us see. So we got Jim Thompson. He's a new guy. And that was it. So Jim Thompson. We had other people. We had Aquarius. Aquarius, you entered, and then we had Studio D Montreal. And yeah. Okay. So those are the three that entered. But as the rules are, because two people have already won and one people hasn't won, that person gets it. Or normally I do a roll off. But Jim Thompson, he is the only one that's new. Otherwise, I would have done the roll off, and I would have used my D3. So, Jim Thompson, you have... Talk about your speculation of the Dark Eldar Codex, or Dark Angels Codex. I don't know about the Dark Angels. Hold on, let me finish announcing these winners, and then we'll talk about the Dark Angels, because that's my wife's army. Let's see. Any troops choice? I have several armies. I'm pushing Astra Militarum and Genestealer Cult. So, Jim, you need to get with me, because I need to figure out which troop choice you want. You said you wanted troops, You said Astromeltarum or Gene Stealer Cult. I want to get you what you actually want. So there it is. Yeah, sorry, Aquarius. I know you want to do the cultists. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you, man. You've been asking for cultists. So as soon as you're the one that puts in and no one else new has put in, then I'll give it to you, man. Like you and Studio D Montreal have been very adamant about putting it in again as a winner. So don't worry. I'm not trying to be cruel to you. I just don't want people thinking that I'm favoring somebody. You know, I got to be fair. But your day will come. I might just send it to you anyway, because you're such a loyal viewer. Hell, I might do that. If not this month, because it being the holidays and all, definitely after January or February, you might get something in the mail. So, and that's just me. That's just me trying to be, nice, because you are a loyal viewer. A lot of you are loyal viewers. So, I actually may do a loyal viewer appreciation video. In which case, so this is how this is going to work. A lot of you, I wanted to originally do a loyal viewer award, a loyal viewer reward for, it is exciting to see the channel grow. A loyal viewer reward for YouTube, and it was going to be a Christmas giveaway for everybody. The problem is that money's tight right now, and I can't really do what I wanted to do, which is a 1,000-point army, with all the fixings, paint, brushes, all that stuff, and give that to you guys. I can't do that. I just can't. I wanted to do that for a long time, but I just can't. I can't make that. So there's that. Now, what I'm planning on doing is maybe doing a PayPal charity run, which is I announce on YouTube a army up for sale, and 70 to 80% of it goes to that goes to charity. And all you just have to do is give me a PayPal, donation, and you're in the running. And I might even do digital tickets. I just don't know how to work it. I have to do some research on that, and I think I'm going to do that a little bit more often. Chill out with the giveaways. Yeah, but the giveaways it's part of my deal. And it helps with getting my viewership, and it helps with me getting to the point where we're at charity. And let's be real here. You guys are awesome, because we broke. Hold on a second while I tell you all the stuff that we've done. As of right now, as of this video, we are at 6,254 views, and we are at 159 subscribers. That's awesome. You guys are great. I seriously am happy that all of you are motivated to make this channel what it is. You guys are really fucking awesome. So we are at the halfway point. We are past the halfway point. We are 1,200 views past the halfway point. So it's all downhill. Well, not downhill. It's still uphill. But I'm still going to be making content. I'm still going to be doing my videos. You guys are amazing. But the halfway point is, we're in the home stretch to get to the goal. And then once I hit 10,000, YouTube's gonna, I haven't done anything too drastic or risky for YouTube not to give me, Not over 9,000. I know. Trust me, there's a joke I'm going to do as soon as it hits 9,001. I'm gonna tell you. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the joke is gonna be. But the fact that I'm gonna be able to do it is amazing. It's amazing. So there's that, right? But you guys are doing awesome. 156 subscribers, and I'm not even in my first full year yet. My first video, if I was to look, my first video, I think I published in, let's go to Video Manager. My first video was the Solisian Campaign. And I published that, and I want to say in March. Yeah, March 15th. Do you have a wig already? If I can find a wig, and get it shipped here for the 9,000, I will absolutely fucking do it. And I will find a scouter too. So there's that. So my first video I published in March. It hasn't even been a full year yet. Okay? My goal is to get to that year, to the end of the year with to the end of my YouTube quote unquote anniversary, and be at 10,000, and probably even more than 10,000. But 6,000 views, 6,254 views, and 159 subscribers. You guys are fucking awesome. It's the reason, you guys are solely the reason why this is becoming a quick reality. So, anyway, back to, because without you guys, I can't run these charities. Without your donations to Patreon, I can't do what I want to do. It's impossible. Okay? So, one wig and scouter equals 1 million hits. Oh, let me tell you, I don't care. You share that with all your friends. Well, share all my videos, but if I go viral because of that, I will laugh my ass off. It's hard to find content that people like, and that's why I always ask for feedback. But I love it. But anyway, so it's you guys. You guys are the ones that help run this engine, right? Right? I'm just the guy that makes the content. If I just make the content, but no one watches my fucking videos, that's it. That's me. I am screwed at that point, right? But, and it's an exercise in futility at that point. But, you guys are awesome. So, you guys are the ones that make this happen. My subscriber base makes this happen. But anyway, let's see. Let's see what we're about to do. Anyway, but let's get back to what we're talking about. Jim Thompson, you've won for that video. All right, so now, Astra Militarum versus Tyranids rematch. So we scroll down. Aquarius, you're in here. Charles Bell, he's in here. Talon Rooney, he's in here. Okay, so we have a few people. We have a few people. So Aquarius, Charles Bell, Talon Rooney. And okay, so this so Charles Bell is a Patreon winner, or sorry, he's a Patreon donor, but he actually, I don't think, has requested a, so he's a new person. So he's a new person, and so is Talon. So Jim Thompson already won, so he now is equal to you, Aquarius. So it's just these two. So I have to roll a dice. I gotta roll a dice. Roll a dice. Roll a dice. Do 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 do. All right. So for those viewing at home, we're gonna give Talon 5, 6, or 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to give Mr. Bell 1, 2, and 3. This is a D6. And I'm going to try and tilt it down so you guys can actually see the dice roll. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to try. No, yeah, you're not going to be able to see the dice roll. All right, well. 4! There it is. 4. That was the dice. So what did we say? We said Talon was 4, 5, and 6. Get so happy to roll a dice. I love rolling dice. It is an awesome day when I get to roll dice. So Mr. Talon Rooney, when I get a hold of you, you've just won a squad of tactical space marines. So congratulations, you've won. So that was a 4. So yeah, there's that. So Jim Thompson and Talon Rooney. Jim Thompson, you have won your request for Astra Militarum, or Gene Stealers. And Mr. Rooney, you've won your Space Marines. So there you go. That is that. All right. So back to what I was saying. So I wanna maybe do a PayPal giveaway with electronic tickets. I don't know how to go about it, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna figure that bit out. And see how well that works. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, so Dark Angels Codex. I don't know. There's been a lot of hubbub about it. I just don't want it to be cheesy. That's really the only thing that I would like to see. Yes, this whole lion and the tiger ability, or the lion and the wolf, where one, if you have, what's it called? If you have a space wolf infantry unit and a Dark Angels infantry unit in the same army, they have to duel one-on-one, and then whoever wins that gets +1 to their assault, or +1 toughness or whatnot. Forget what the actual rule is. I mean, that's interesting, but why would you have a Dark Angels and Space Wolf army mixed? That's just a recipe for disaster. Dark Angels are elite infantry. That is literally what they are. They are... is the lion coming? I don't know. Well, I mean, if we're really talking about Primarchs and keeping the Primarch count to what it is, the Imperium's only got the one, and Chaos has two, Magnus and Mortarion. If I was a betting man, I would think that the lion is going to be saved if they are bringing it back. If they are bringing Lionel Johnson back, it would be nice not to force to be played robot girly man. Yeah. A lot of people are. I see a lot of Rabute Gilliman army lists. All the goddamn time, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to play Ultramarines. So yeah, if they bring back a Primarch, it probably is going to be the Lion, just to even out the battle. Because if you look at the stats, Mortarion can handle Rabute Gilliman fairly easily. I actually think if the Lion was coming this codex, they wouldn't have hyped the hell out of it by now. They would have hyped the hell out of it by now, with it being close to release. Well, you see, so Games Workshop is pretty, it's hit and miss with them. It really is. There are, yeah, the hype's not happening. Yeah, it's hit and miss with them, because, like, they hyped up Necromunda, and then they turned around when Necromunda made their splash, when they finally announced it, and it didn't make such a large splash. So I think Games Workshop may try and hide. They're very tight-lipped about some stuff. I don't know why. I think they should just be open and transparent. But that's just me. That's just me. I mean, if I had, you know, if I was a leaning shareholder on their board, right, I would tell them they need to start being more transparent when it comes to what's in the codexes, what's being released, and all that stuff. Because if you're honest with everybody about what's going on, holy shit, would that be amazing. Speaking of, have you considered doing Necromunda? I have. I'm talking to Robert right now, and we're going to try and figure out if we have a large enough audience to do Necromunda videos. What I mean by audience is actual players. It's great if we have just the two houses, whether it's Clan Escher or Clan Goliath. Although me personally, I love the Vansar clan. That was an old Necromunda clan. I know it wouldn't happen anytime soon, but I want to see Korax come back. I would love to see Korax. Actually, the one Primarch I think would be happy to see is Vulcan. Vulcan or Leman Russ. Because the Wolves, they don't get a whole lot of credit when it comes to doing the job of the Imperium. They really don't. Because the terrain in the box is none too existent. Yeah. I would hold off for more forces. What I've seen, the reviews is currently Redemptionists. Yeah, yeah. Redemptionists. Yeah. Anyway, what I was talking about is, you know, I want to see. Oh, hello. Forgetting the gang that's slated next. I think it's Vance. I think it's Cawdor. I want to say it's Cawdor for what's it called? For Necromunda. And yes, Redemptionists for life. I love Redemptionists. That was an amazing. That was a very interesting gang to play. Although if you really wanted to fuck with people, you just threw one spire down on the ground and everyone started running away. The spikers or whatever they were, the winged fucking psychic creatures that just wrecked house. But that's that. But anyway, the Primarch I want to see, the two Primarchs I want to see come back is Leman Russ and Vulcan. Why those two? The Wolves do not get the credit that they deserve when it comes to treating the citizens of the Imperium as respectable as what they are. Like the Wolves and the Salamanders are literally the only two Space Marine chapters that actually give a shit about the civilians. I mean, because if you look at the lore, the Wolves went to war against the Inquisition over civilian casualties. Like, who does that? and the Salamanders literally hung back in every single major world campaign that they've done, whether it's the Black Crusades, whether it was the fall of Medusa 5, whether it was, oh god, I mean there were so many large scale world campaign games, whether it was Armageddon, that they literally, like, one of their missions was protect the spaceport. Okay, that if you were a Salamander player during that world campaign, all of the battles that you played were literally defensive battles. They were not aggressive battles. They were protect the spaceport. And you know what? I loved. Hey, Ultramarines don't necessarily like civilians. There are. Protecting overseer, going everywhere where the High Lords wanted. Yeah, So the thing about the Ultramarines is, yeah, they protect civilians, but they, like, at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about them. The two chapters that I understand of, and I guess the Raven Guard, I can't speak to the Raven Guard about civilians. But the two chapters that really care about civilian casualties is the Space Wolves and the Salamanders. Wolves lost my respect with the burning of Prospero. So here's the thing about the burning of Prospero. Yes. Did Horus trick? Did Horus counterman the Emperor and trick and use Leman Russ's hatred against Magnus to what's it called? Turn the Thousand Sons into chaos. Yes, they did. But the thing is that like thoughts and prayers. Well, in this case, salamanders. They showed how much they love the civs of Armageddon. Yes, Armageddon was a shit show for a lot of the Space Marines. But salamanders, let me tell you, those guys are awesome. Like the salamanders and the wolves. Now I know you don't like the wolves because of the burning of Prospero, but I mean, you also have to remember, Russ loved Horus. And honestly, I'm surprised he didn't turn. Because him and Horus were like this. They were super tight. So I honestly think that Russ thought, well, because he is my war master, you know, for Horus, I'm going to take that as words from the Emperor, you know, and that's one of those things where it's like trust but verify. That's a common catchism in the military, and everyone hates that catchism because it's like, well, if you have to verify, you don't trust that person. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like you want to make sure that they did a good job. Because if they didn't do a good job, it's your ass. So, it's a toss-up, really. It really is. So this whole, Leman Russ burned Prospero. Yes. Is it his fault? I would say he's not entirely blameless. But at the same time, I don't know if had he known the truth, would he have still burned Prospero? Probably not. I would like to think that he wouldn't have, but he was following orders. And that's not a good excuse. That it just isn't. But he didn't have the ability to. Now, but Russ could have, with the mass murder, including the innocent civilians and everything. Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to think of it, man. I mean, if you really want to look at it, Leman Russ didn't. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Russ could have spared the citizenry. But again, I'm not saying what he did was great. That's not like, yeah, that he could have done. But at the same time, we look at the lore of what was going on with Prospero, and all he saw was heresy. So, and the standing rules were at the time, hey, you see a heretic, put him to the sword. So that's kind of that's how rough it was back then. It still is rough in 40k, but like, you know, you're asking a loyal son to do his job, i.e. Leman Russ, and he did his job. Not saying that he could have avoided a lot of unpleasantness if he had listened, if he had decided to verify what Horus did, what Horus had said to him. But because he trusted Horus, because he viewed Horus as a brother and didn't know that Horus had turned at that point, you know, he did what he had to do. Didn't Leman Russ said he didn't care if someone surrenders, he'd still kill them? I can't remember if he said that or not. I know he said if someone I know he said something to the effect of surrendering is just as dishonorable as dying without a weapon, or something to that extent. Like he was arguing with Magnus over honor and glory at some point. I can't remember what Magnus said to him. I can't remember what Magnus had challenged him about when it came to like surrendering. or accepting someone's surrender. I just can't remember. I can't remember the exact quote, but but in the context of it, I think Magnus was like, well, you know, if we go down there and they surrender, there shouldn't be any bloodshed, or something to that extent, or we've beaten them, they've surrendered, something. I cannot remember what what Magnus said to him. I'll have to reread that book, and then we can talk about it. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, when it comes to Primarchs, I want to see Russ. I want to see Vulcan. The Lion. I mean, if they bring the Lion back, that makes sense. And then Corax. I don't know what they would do for Corax though. I really don't know, because the problem is that Corax and the Raven Guard are such a hard chapter to do, because all they are is jump infantry. Like, they don't have a whole lot of dreadnoughts. They don't have they don't have a whole lot of armor either. It's so they're like Raven Guard are really just shock jump infantry. They're almost like the Dark Angels in the Raven Wing, where it's like it's all bikes for days, or the White Scars for that matter, bikes for days. You know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they would do individual armies better, aside just cramming them into one Space Marine book, which is what they did. Me personally, I wish they parsed out all the what's it called? I wish that they parsed out everything. Nope, no good guys. Imperium has to keep chaos alive. No, there are good guys. There are good guys in the Imperium. It's just there's very few good guys in the Imperium. I mean, well, they are blunt. They're very good at blunt in your face frontal assaults. Yeah, that's true, Actilzy. No, but anyway, there are good guys in the Imperium. There are good guys in 40k. It's just there are so few of them that most of the assholes have taken over, you know. There are good guys in the Imperium, and there are good guys in 40k. It's just, like I said, it's like, it's insane how dangerous they had. They had special infiltrators and unit that Corax's invisibility. Oh yeah, see, I did not know that. I did not know that. I didn't know they had special infiltration units. That's kind of cool. But yeah, let's see. So we talked about the Warhammer 40k winners. So Talon Rooney and Jim Thompson. Those are the Warhammer 40k winners. We've been talking about what Primarchs could come back. So if they bring back the Lion, I'm not going to be surprised. Even though they've kept pretty tight-lipped about it. I would like to see Russ or Vulcan. Actilzy in the chat would like to see Corax. I just want to see Corax come out of the warp holding Omegan's head with his talon saying, "I told you, you never fucking more." That's funny. Yeah, yeah, I'd like to I'd like to see that. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of funny. With his emo flip of the Imperium of Man, gives him a 3-up cover save. 3-up cover save of emo. No, I think that'd be a really good. He'd be a decent. He'd be an interesting Primarch. I would like to see the rules on that. But honestly, right now it's just Rabute Guilliman for the Imperium and Mortarion and Magnus. Honestly, if I had to pick another Primarch for Chaos, if I just had to pick somebody for Chaos, I would love to see Perturbo. Average worker, probably not a bad guy. Most of them are good guys. I would love to see Perturbo come back. Yeah, you see, Omegon is loyal. I don't know. I feel that that's not the case. Like this whole thing about the Alpha Legion is still loyal to the Imperium. I think that's garbage. I really do. Because Alfarius and Omegon and Omegon, they're not like. Nah, Fulgrim. I would like to see Fulgrim too, but they don't describe Perturbo. Like, we all know what Fulgrim looks like. We all know. He's a giant tit snake. I mean, that's what that is. But like, hey, Fulcrum, I don't want to table him and his army. Yeah, I don't know about Omegon, guys. I think Alfarius and Omegon are just traitors to the end. Like, this whole thing about them, oh, we still serve the Imperium. Well, if you guys still serve the Imperium, why the fuck is Alpha Legion killing Imperial Guardsmen across everywhere? You know, why the hell is Alpha Legion purging Imperial worlds? You know, saying, for chaos, you know, for the Dark Gods. Lawyer or not, Alpha Legion stole the Gene Seed and really Gene Seed screwed up the... So he has it coming. Yeah, Alpha Legion has it coming. Alpha Legion does have it coming. They got their comeuppance really bad. Like the Primus will turn. I don't know about the Primus Marines. I think, you know, you think that some of them would turn because it's based off of the same tech that that the Emperor used. That's a really good question to ask. Primaris, would they turn? I think they would. I would give it like 2 or 3 years. Okay, I'm talking like game. I'm talking like company time. They'll give it like 2 or 3 years, and they will come out with the first like corrupted Primaris Marines. That is my prediction. I don't think they're going to do it right away because they just released the Chaos Codex. No, all of them will turn. Well, that's interesting. It is the 40k Imperium that helps Chaos. Alpha Legion is still trying to spread the Imperial truth. See, I don't know. I have to disagree with you on that. Alpha Legion is not trying to spread the Imperial truth, because if they were trying to spread the Imperial truth, they wouldn't be screaming for the Dark Gods. Okay? They would be going to planets and saying, we suddenly solved all the problems with Gene Seeds, my ass. No, I'm not sure many will turn. I think there's plenty of infighting, probably civil war between some of the legions, like Dark Angels and Blood Angels. for their perspective, has fallen to chaos. The Imperium has fallen to chaos. Well, I mean, them burning loyal worlds isn't helping. I mean, if they believe it from their perspective that if Alpha Legion's perspective, well, the Imperium has fallen to chaos, them burning loyal worlds isn't helping. All right. Alfarius and Omegon were pretty smart individuals. Like, they wouldn't just go off the cuff and start burning planets to the ground. Yeah, that's bullshit. Gene seeds protected from chaos. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe the Primaris Marines are susceptible to chaos, just like their Gene brothers. Or maybe they're not. I actually do see the whole infighting stuff between the legions, like, cause here's the thing about the Primaris that doesn't sit right with me. Okay, I do not care if Belisarius Cawl managed to take the 10,000 years since we don't know how long Belisarius Cawl has been in the forges of Mars. But let's say that he has been around for 10,000 years since the Great Crusade to now. All right, so 10,000, so 11,000 years, because it's the 41st millennia. So, with that being said, he literally, after the fall of the Imperium and the death of, or not the death, but the internment of the Emperor on the Golden Throne, he spent all that, he stole the Emperor's technology, okay, and then perfected it continuously. And I don't see it doesn't make sense. But yeah, okay, but let's take for a minute. Let's take for a moment that Belisarius Cawl did manage to get his hands on the same sciences and the same technology that the Emperor used to perfect the first gene seed, right? His gene seed. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to take it one step further. Well, here's a problem. The gene seeds of every chapter, even though they're uniform, right? Even though they're uniform, are literally guarded by every chapter's chief apothecary. So well, okay, but here's the thing. Okay, so is the Emperor dead? Did Robot Girly Man kill him? No, I don't believe so. Because if the Emperor does die, then his ability to protect the portal that's right underneath, the demon portal that's right underneath the Golden Throne, that Magnus fucked up, like Terra would be in a warp storm. That's the problem. So no, I don't think the Emperor is dead. I don't think Rabute Gurliman killed the Emperor. Gulliman would have given it to him, believe not stole it, slight difference, plus Girly Man would have given him a pure gene seed. No. No. The gene seeds aren't stored on Terra. After the fall, after the Emperor was interred, the last remaining the strains of gene seed that were pure were given to the chapters. That's how I understand it. But really, there's not a lot of lore about the pure gene seeds, the gene seeds that the Emperor was using. But because the problem is that gene seeds have to be harvested. Okay, they have to be grown and harvested. You can only photocopy a piece of paper for so long before you start seeing imperfections in that piece of paper. Okay, the writing, all that stuff. So if I was to photocopy a piece of paper with writing on it, I think it's like 100 times. By the 100th piece of paper, that photocopier has warped the text ever so slightly. There's imperfections. And that's just a piece of paper. We're just talking about putting literally a laser to the paper. The Astronomicon is Guide, the galaxy is ripped in half. It's clear that the Emperor finally died. No, the Emperor did not die. The Emperor, the Astronomicon is still, and then the Astronomicon is still around. So the thing is that the Dark Imperium book says that the Girlyman gave it all and set up call with it was taken from the Emp's secret labs. So, okay, well, if that's the lore, then that's the lore. But here's the thing. The Primaris would never be accepted into any of those chapters. Like, they may wear the chapter's colors, but I guarantee you that the Space Marines and the Primaris do not like each other. I guarantee you. Because the Space Marines would see the they would see the Primaris as abominations. They would. They weren't made by the Emperor. They were made by some random tech adept of Mars. Fuck what Guilliman says. You know, he's not their gene father. That's literally the argument that I think a lot of the Space Marine chapters would have. I mean, would you... Let's look at Grimaldus. Would Grimaldus be okay with some Primaris Black Templar? Hell no. Hell no. Because here's the thing about the Primaris. They were vat grown, all of them. They weren't taken off of a random planet. Okay? They weren't taken from the chapter's home planet, or they weren't taken off of some feral world to be tested and tried, and then given the black carapace, and then given the gene seed and all that stuff. That's how you make a Space Marine. You find someone that is relatively strong, that looks like they could survive all the surgeries and all the transformations that the gene seed does to the body. And then when that person does survive, congratulations, you're now a fucking Space Marine. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that the Primaris and the Space Marines are pretty antagonistic towards each other. Yeah, and as right they should be. I mean, if they literally... I mean, Games Workshop lore sometimes kind of drives me up the wall. Because it's like, oh, well, we're going to write this little bit of lore, and we expect everyone to just adjust to it. Well, no, you've got all this fucking canon that says that piece of lore should never happen. Well, there was a conversation between the head of the Blood Angels and the head of the Flesh Terrors. The Blood Angels liked the Primaris oddly, thought it was an end to the freedom. While the flesh earlier said that the curse was our identity, it's what makes us who we are, so we hate them. Yeah, if I was and I can only think of like Grimaldus really, because I'm right now currently reading Hell's Reach, and he's like, if you haven't read that book, it's awesome. I normally don't like Space Marine books because it's very predictable. I'm just waiting for Girly Men to declare war on the Ecclesiarchy. See, here's the thing. I don't think so. I don't think that Rabute Gurliman is going to declare war on the Ecclesiarchy. Because he loves the Imperial faith. He loves it. He didn't necessarily have, I mean, he had issues with it. Yeah, I mean, he loves the Imperial faith. So Gurliman will be a traitor and a heretic. Is it heresy to love the Imperial faith? Execute Order 66. Oh God, no! 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 That would be amazing if he did that. That'd be a nice nod to Star Wars. No, he loves the Imperial faith. The reason why he loves the Imperial faith is because he allowed it. All but one chapter is getting the Primaris Space Marines. I don't know. Well, which chapter is the one that doesn't? Because I think that the Primaris Space Marines are universal. Because they just came out with Blood Angels Primaris Space Marines, and they're coming out with Dark Angels Primaris Space Marines. So, I mean, unless you're talking about, like, I don't know, the Imperial Fists or the Space Wolves, I just don't know. But yeah, the Ecclesiarchy is against the Imperial truth. Yes, the Ecclesiarchy is against the Imperial truth. Because they treat the Emperor like a god. Which he doesn't want to be a god. Yes, he did destroy Kerr, but that was during the Great Crusade. Yeah, and it was under direct orders of the Emperor. But here's the deal. When the Emperor was interned on the Golden Throne, Grey Knights. I can't see Templar or Knights using them. Yeah, like I said, I don't think the Templar or the Knights would... I don't think the Black Templar would use... Or the Grey Knights would be using them. Or the Death Watch, for that matter. No, so this is what I'm getting at, guys. Guilliman is okay with the Imperial faith because that he literally sees it as the only way that the Imperium survives and the Emperor is protected. And yes, he did destroy Kerr under the Emperor's orders. But after the Horus Heresy, when the Ecclesiarchy started preaching about the God Emperor, he was like, fuck it. He actually, I mean, he literally made a ecclesiarchal leader I mean, he literally made an ecclesiarchal leader a High Lord of Terra. So, he won't attack the Ecclesiarchy. He just won't. There's no way he's going to attack the Ecclesiarchy. You don't turn around and say, oh, yeah, even though my father doesn't want to be worshipped as a god, here, let me give you the highest position in the Imperium of Man. Like I said, you don't make the High Lords of Terra are there's the High Lord Admiral for the Imperial Navy, there's a High Lord General for the Imperial Guard, there's a High Lord Inquisitor for the Inquisition. I think there's like 12 or 13 of them. I can't remember. But there's a High Lord for the ecclesiarchy. And like I said, you don't turn around and there's a High Lord for the Adeptus Terra, and then there's a High Lord for the Adeptus for the Adeptus Administratum. I think there's a High Lord for the judges. So yeah, you don't make a member of the ecclesiarchy a High Lord of Terra if you're going to attack them, if you're going to kill them. So he may dissolve the High Lord Council, which that'd be an interesting move. But plus he loves the Imperium so much, attacking the ecclesiarchy would throw the Imperium into chaos big time because it's so ingrained right now. Yeah, I mean, there could be multiple reasons why he does not, why he tolerates the ecclesiarchy. I think it's because he loves the imperial faith. I really do. You don't turn around and make someone a High Lord of Terra if you hate their guts, if you hate what they stand for. That's like me hiring a criminal to be the police chief, to be the commissioner. No. You know, you don't do that. If it goes against what you're supposed to do, you don't do that. So yeah, I don't think that he's a traitor. I don't think he killed the Emperor. And I think if we're talking about Warhammer 40k lore wise, I think some of the Primaris are going to fall to chaos because it just doesn't make sense that their gene seed is untainted. And I think that if there's going to be a shakeup in the Imperium, I think it's going to be the Primaris and the Space Marines throwing down. Because I really think that the Primaris Space Marines should be an individual so we need Russ to return as he hates faith. Yes, Lehman Russ does hate the faith. He needs more of his brothers before he dissolves the High Lords and taking over and things. Him alone just doesn't have what it takes. Absolutely, I do agree about that. I do agree about that 100%. And yeah, Russ absolutely hates the Imperial faith. He hates it so much. So there's that. He also hates the Inquisition, but that's another story. Or he will hate the Inquisition. I forget if he had to do anything with the Inquisition. I know the Space Wolves hate the Inquisition, and for good fucking reason, because of the Second War of Armageddon, or the First War of Armageddon, I should say. And I think is the gene seed of the Grey Knights is different from the rest of chapter being done in secret. Yes. So the Grey Knights and the Templar should not, like, honestly, this is the list of chapters that should not accept Primaris Space Marines. Rogel Dorn and the Imperial Fists. The Black Templar, the Grey Knights, the Death Watch. The Iron Hands, they actually don't believe in flesh. They believe to be more like their Primarch, Ferrus Magnus. So I don't think they'd look kindly onto Primaris Space Marines. Yeah, I think the out of the entire organization of the Space Marines, those 6 are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head that would just outright not accept Primaris Space Marines into their ranks, which would be the Black Templar, the Grey Knights, the Death Watch, the Imperial Fists, and the Iron Hands. I don't know about the Raven Guard. I don't know about the White Scars. And I wouldn't know about any of the other Salamanders. I mean, maybe they'd take them in, but it's a very Dark Angels. I can't believe that Dark Angels. I can't believe would accept Primaris being as big and secretive as they are. So shocked that GW are putting them in the Dark Angels. Yeah, honestly, that's a good point. Dark Angels too. I think really, I think the reason why GW is putting Primaris Marines into most of the chapters is because it's throwing a bone at all the other Space Marine chapters for like, oh, here, you're not. We're not just favoring the Ultramarines, which they're favoring the Ultramarines. Let's be honest. It's the Games Workshop flagship chapter. Like it's the Ultramarine is the poster boy. For Games Workshop. So that's that. That's why. So is to sell them? Yeah, it kind of is to sell them. And I mean it's a business move. Oh, we have this new Primaris faction. We should really give them something to do. But anyway, so yeah, that's that. I think GW is I think GW is doing that. Raven Guard will be 50-50. They hate those on the outside. Their own world being a part of the Guard. But sometimes they're desperate to get their numbers back up. Yeah. I'd be too. Yeah, they definitely did not recover well from the Drop Site Massacre. Alright, let's see. Trying to think. What else are we covering? Because I've got a lot of stuff to do today. So, what did we cover today? We talked about lore. We absolutely talked about lore. I love the fact that we talk about lore. I don't get to talk about lore enough. I might actually start doing lore videos and my opinions on the lore. That might actually be a thing. Actually, while I got you all here, a little off topic before we close up this video. Does everyone like... I need feedback for like the Battlefront 2. I'm going to be doing the Wolfenstein stuff. Total Warhammer. I want to know what everyone else wants, seeing as I've got a lot of you guys here. I know you guys are big Warhammer fans. What do you think of the Blood Angels Codex? I haven't taken a look at it. But I think it's decent. From what I've heard, I think it's really decent. I think it fits in line with what their character is, which is up close, in your face, hit them hard, hit them fast, get them fucked up. Necromunda. Okay, so Necromunda. All right. You want to see Necromunda on the channel? Okay. Good to know. So Necromunda. Video games wise, what else? What do you guys want? Video games wise, the Solisian Campaign is still going very strong. That's not going to be ending anytime soon, with any luck. So there's that. Smith Jones wants Necromunda. But I'd like to know what anyone else thinks or wants to see. Whether it's more Battlefront videos, whether it's more Wolfenstein videos when I get that up and going, whether it's Total War, Warhammer. whatever it is. So I'll just gonna wait till people cast their votes. But other than that, we covered the winners. We covered lore. I love talking about lore. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Butters. Were you having issues with the Wolfenstein series? I was. So hopefully, if my wifey can get this, I'm gonna get a capture card. And basically what that does is that takes, instead of streaming to the internet, because my internet here is kind of touch and go, it's kind of shitty sometimes. So instead of capturing it via the internet, a capture card, basically what it does is it streams it from my Xbox to my computer and records it on my computer direct. So when I upload it, it has a higher fidelity rating and it has better graphics. Or it has better graphics instead of the pixelated stuff that I'm using via Twitch. Once that all happens, I'm good. I'm fucking excited, I'm stoked, and I'm happy for that. And capture cards are going to be used. I'm going to be using capture cards a lot more with my computer. And I'm going to be needing another. Hard drive because I've already burned one hard drive already, full of stuff. And then maybe within the next year, I'm going to try and upgrade my laptop. But I want to know what you guys want to see, and if I can get that stuff started at least, and have good quality graphics and all that stuff, then that'd be great. But I'm using Twitch right now for the Wolfenstein. I'm going to be using Twitch right now for the Wolfenstein series. So we'll do Wolfenstein New Order. We're going to do Wolfenstein Colossus, and then we're going to be doing Total Warhammer. That I actually haven't had problems recording, so I think I'm going to start that series. If not next week, if not this week, the next week certainly. I just have to figure out how long those episodes are going to be. I think about 40 minutes, but it's also fairly turn-based. Like when you're well, you'll see it if you've ever done the Total War. When you're moving your armies around, it's turn-based, but when you're attacking, it's real time. Computer games are okay, but so many channels do it. All right, see that's okay. That's good. Okay, alrighty. Yes, a lot of channels do computer games. I think because it's easy, it's an easy kill. Hey, I'm playing, I can record at the same time. Perfect. But it's good to know that you're just like, I really don't want to see more computer games. That's some decent stuff. Now, I'm still gonna do it. I hate to disappoint you on that, Smith, but it helps me. It's padding it's content for the channel. It's padding in a sense. I don't like the fact that it's padding, but it is padding in a sense. Because I can only put out battle reports, like one battle report every week and a half, basically. And these channel updates and the game, the D&D campaign is once every 2 weeks, and the channel updates are whenever I get a chance. So there's that. And I care about people and wanting to see what they watch. So Warhammer Sanctus Reach looks like a great game. Get some into 40k. Get some 40k. Gets in some 40k too. Oh, Sanctus Reach. That's a turn-based. That's turn-based, right? I want to say that is turn-based. It's like hexagonal turn-based, something to that extent. I will. I'll look into it. I'll look into Sanctus Reach. And if it's got the guard, then fuck yes, I'll definitely do Sanctus Reach. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now, folks. I appreciate your guys' feedback. So if you want to leave more feedback, because I really do have to wrap up this video, because I got to get my wife lunch, and then I got to do honeydew stuff around the house before my meeting today. So, we're going to wrap this up a bit. If you want to leave more info, get onto the Discord and put it into to my feedback section, or in the general chat, whichever works. Yes, it's tabletop but on the computer. Excellent. Good. So, leave more feedback for me on the Discord. And for those of you who have joined and are like, oh, Guard just added, I believe. Have a nice lunch. Yes, I will. So, if you guys have more stuff for me, join my Discord. Let me know. And for those of you who are new to the channel and who have watched this video and have partaken and whatnot, like, comment, subscribe. If you like what you see, if you like all the channel updates and whatnot, please join me. Play Tabletop Simulator 40k. Ooh, yes. I'm actually going to be doing that with Savage Gaming. I got to speak to Savage actually when he gets a chance this upcoming weeks and whatnot. But anyway, yeah. We're going to do that too. If I can't actually get a battle report, you're going to see a lot of Tabletop Simulator coming in fairly soon. Just because that's going to help me get my stuff. Anyway, but I will see you all in the next video. For those of you who watch this channel update, partook in the conversation, or just watch the chat happen, please let me subscribe and join me and all my fine friends who are helping me make this channel what it is. If you're a subscriber and you see a Warhammer 40k battle report and you're a new subscriber, you are in a running for a free giveaway, all that stuff. I want to thank my Patreon subscribers. I want to thank all 159 of my regular subscribers, and I want to thank all 6,254 viewers. I hope, man, that would be awesome if it was just one person. But I know a lot of people watch my videos again and again. But for those of you who watch my videos again and again, thank you very much. You guys are what's making this possible, and I appreciate all of you. Now, once the channel starts monetizing, ads will be playing on the videos. I don't know if ads are playing on the videos already, but I will be getting ad revenue income from those videos. So that's just a little heads up. And like I said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you all have a good holidays. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, join my Patreon if you have that excess funds to give to me. It's all good cause, because this, again, is a charity channel. It will be a charity channel. I promise you that. I will see you in the next video. And the videos that are coming up is Battlefront 2, 2 StarCraft Community Night videos, Warhammer 40k Battle Report, and yeah, that's it. So I will see you in the next video, guys. And as always, have a wonderful day and enjoy the holiday season. May it be full of life. May it be full of laughter. May it be full of light. May it be full of love. So my name is Commissar Hecht, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.